Welcome to PC24's broadcast for today, which is Amazing Thursday. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun in your life. Well, if there is none, then you have to go search for fun. There is plenty of fun scattered around. I forgot to turn my camera on. This is Paul Cheema, and I welcome you to PC24's live broadcast for Thursday. So, what I was saying a while ago is I hope you have a lot of fun, and if you don't find fun, well, go out and there's plenty of it. Grab some, come home, and let your hypertension go down. This is so easy to do, guys. Let me tell you, this is fantastic. But before we start our program, and I will tell you this, I have an amazing guest today. He is one of the top most home inspector, certified master home inspector. I can't even pronounce it completely. It's such a huge designation he got. So he will tell us something about home inspection. But before that, as we always do, PC24 and Paul Cheema would love to extend warmest greetings to you if you are celebrating your birthday, if you are celebrating your anniversary, sweet, sour, filled with fight, anger, that's okay. It's still an anniversary, right? If you have a newborn in your family, cool. Or if you have purchased a home and moved in there this week or today, you are moving there, and that means you have fulfilled your dreams. One of the biggest purchase of your life is a home, and it's not easy these days. And if you got one, you must be, one of the luckiest few. So we always start with a motivational quote to keep you inspired, and today's quote is from someone I have spoken about before too in my broadcast. Name is Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie, 1922 until November 24, 1888 until November 1, 1955. He was an American writer and a lecturer and the developer of courses for self-improvement, salesmanship, corporate training, public speaking, and interpersonal skills. People still quote him off and on. He wrote a book, How to Grow Rich and Famous, something like that. I forgot the exact title name, but I think there will be a title somewhere down. One of the best known book. So this is what he told us, and I'm going to bring it on your screen right now. It says, develop success from failures. Discouragement and failures are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failures are two of the surest stepping stones to success. When many people think the world has ended, Dale Carnegie suggests that is just a stepping stone. Keep moving. This is a lesson to you. You learn from your failures and keep moving forward. The housing market, as we all know, is suffering, will keep suffering for a little while as we look eye to eye into this coming recession. Many countries are in the same boat as us. The world is a small village now. So whatever happens at one corner, if there is a slight shake on one end of the world, the ripple effect is felt throughout the global economy. And this is, I think you will agree with that. Bank of England, I think they had a meeting today. I don't know what happened, but the Feds in US raised the interest by 3/4. They indicated softening of their stand from now on. And the same goes with Bank of Canada. Rate hikes will end soon. This is what Governor Macklem said, but we are not there yet. That means the rate will still change, keep going up, and they will have a lot of effect on how you buy houses, your qualifying criteria. The stress test is still here to stay. So I hope you are able to buy a house. That's why I said in the beginning that if you have moved into your new home or bought a house, closed it, you are one of the luckiest few. So I wouldn't want our guest to wait for long. I know he's busy, he's on the road. He's always on the road. I don't know why he's running after money 24/7. Let me bring him up. Hey, good
Uh,
morning, Pat.
Good morning, Paul. First off, thank you so much for having me on. Always a pleasure to be on with you. And thank you for the inspiring words there from yourself and Dale Carnegie. Was a great man.
Yeah, we still quote him in so many ways. And everything
Absolutely.
he does is positivity, positivity, positivity. And people get so discouraged when something goes wrong. Oh, I took a wrong decision. I shouldn't have done that. Come on, guys. It
Absolutely.
happens in everybody's life. And you know, Dale Carnegie was son of a farmer.
Yes. Yes. There you go.
So
So,
I will tell you this. I think anyone who watches this program at any point in time, because this is going to be an ever useful program. Home inspections, they never go stale, right? But during pandemic, many people were forced to buy their house without running an inspection. They were under stress, under pressure. Oh my God, if I put my inspection clause, I may lose the offer. And they would do anything either someone suggested or they thought it was wise action to do. And I read many news when they said, oh, the couple moved into new home without home inspection and they found surprises worth $150,000. So
right.
why are home inspections so important, Pat? If I can I call you Pat or say Pasquale D'Orrico?
You know, whatever's easier, Paul, but Pat, I'll definitely respond to for sure.
Okay.
So, in regards to what happened during the pandemic, it's unfortunate because of the way the market was, as we're all aware. Everyone was under stress. They were fortunate if they even got an offer accepted, so they did try to eliminate the home inspection.
Yep.
The issue with that is, of course, it's the most expensive investment that most people will make is the purchase of your home. And
Hmm.
when you sit back think not only were people paying hundreds to $100,000, $200,000 more than asking price,
Hmm.
now they're going in. They have no idea what it is that they're buying. Really, I
Hmm.
mean, it looks beautiful, but at the end of the day, a home is a living entity, in that everything works off of each other. So
Yeah.
you need a roof in order to protect the rest of the house. You need your water running. You want to make sure you don't have any leaks. Electrical, you don't want any fires because of it. So a home inspection, what it does is it makes sure that all the components of the home are working.
Hmm.
Uh, you have one of those components aren't working properly, and your life becomes hell. And
Yeah.
so it's a good idea to have it checked. I always look at it and I say home inspectors are like general practitioners,
Yeah.
in the sense we're not specialists, we're not electricians, we're not heating contractors, we're not roofers, we're not
Yeah.
foundation specialists. But what we do is we try to detect any issues that might be uh, cost a lot of money or cause a lot of headaches while you're living in the home. And then essentially what we do is we direct you to the specialist.
But what you do is you raise red flags, which many home
Absolutely.
buyers will totally, overlook. Emotions
Absolutely.
are very high when someone buys a property. You know how people justify a purchase? They don't do logical understanding before, they do it after purchase. They just like the glitter of something, they buy it, then they try to justify their decision. This is the reverse way it works all the time. Then they will say, you know what?
Absolutely.
This was so nice. It was precious. I could tell this has more value than I paid for. And then when the glitter starts losing its shine, then they say, oh my God, I made the worst decision of my life. And this is how
And
people trade. They are
you know
not
what?
technically qualified.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's human nature, right? We fall in love with the home, we fall in love with the area. A lot of times people will talk with the neighbors, and so of course it feels right. And there's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that. The only thing is, being the purchase as large as it is, you want to make sure that it's the exact one that you like,
yeah,
and that it's gonna cost you more money than it needs to, right? And that's where we come in, and we like to check. I always joke around. I say to my wife, I'll retire the day I find the perfect home. She says, you do that, you'll be working till you're 100, right? it's very it, you know and people have to realize a home inspection isn't, as home inspectors, professional home inspectors, we don't go there and try to bash the house. I'm not out
yeah,
to say out I'll find every little thing that's wrong with your house. There's no gain for me or for the client to do that, right? I'm there to make you
absolutely.
aware condition the house is in, and I always challenge people, and I say, listen, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a list, and most homes will have 10 to 15 items of little things that need to be fixed. And I'll
Hmm.
say, I'll tell you what, invite me back. The second time, I only need a bottle of water. And if everything is perfect, I promise you I'll be back in a year. And if there's nothing else wrong with the house,
Yeah,
I'll give you your money back. Nobody's taking me up on the challenge, because if you're living in the house, you're using everything. You're using the water, you're using the electrical. The roof is being, used by the weather, you know. And so, of course, there's always going to be maintenance involved in the home. And so, imagine a house that's 10, 15, 20, 30 years old. It's been
yeah,
used for the last 20 years, right? So, of course, there's going to be some things that might need to be addressed. It doesn't mean the house is bad. Um, and that's, I would say, about 90% of the homes that are out there, they have
yeah.
little things that need to be fixed, Paul. But if I can, I'd like to say something. We're one of the very few parts of the world that go
Hmm.
from minus 40 to plus 40.
Yeah, that's
And the
true.
importance of that, right? And the importance of that is some of the smallest things can cause some of the biggest problems with a home.
Yeah,
Uh, Example, downspouts. People always think, oh, what's the big deal? It's just a downspout, it directs the water, but that water is directed away from your foundation, which is what holds the house up, which is, of
yeah,
course, where we have our finished basement. And so it's all
yeah,
these little things that we find out as home inspectors when you're looking at your home, that could save you many, many thousands of dollars in the future. And that's what we
yeah.
try to do as home inspectors. We try to keep your
Well,
house
I
looking
totally
as
agree
beautiful.
with what you're saying, and I always recommend my clients to go for home inspection. If they have to waive the condition, get it done before you write the
Right,
offer, right? But at least get to know what you're buying and how it's going to play out its part in your life later on. Nobody wants to
uh,
end up spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And I see these are those people who initially agree to suggestion of their realtor, or they tell their realtor to remove the condition from the offer itself, and
mhm.
then they badmouth the whole industry, saying they are scammers, they didn't tell, they didn't. Because realtors are always and will always be the soft target. Anyone can grab
Mhm.
them and start bashing them. But
Right,
they are adults, they are grown ups, right? They can also have a logical reasoning of whatever they're going to do, whatever they are going to accept. If you tell me to jump into the well, I will think 10 times. Should I? Will I come out unscathed, or I will just, be flat, four pall bearers
right,
picking me up later on? It's my duty to reason with it. But because they are
right,
emotionally, should I say challenged at that time? I don't think challenged is a good word, but they are emotional, are running through the roof, and they say, okay, buy me this house. Right? Few days,
right.
selfies, and later swearing words.
Well,
So, what
you
are
know
the
what, Paul?
most common issues people should be aware of when they are purchasing a home. I wish I could float those pictures that you sent me yesterday, but because you are on your phone, so it won't be that helpful.
Right. Well, I would say that the majority of homes, their issues are normally on the outside of the home. Things
Hmm.
such as the gutters. Many times we find one or two shingles that might be missing. Uh,
Hmm.
the attic is one place where we find that people that have lived in homes in their own home for 20 years aren't even aware of, where there might possibly be some mold in the attic. So it's that type of thing. Doorknobs. The the thing that would be a concern for myself, I always try to do my home inspections as if I'm buying the home myself. So
Hmm.
of course there's the concrete, the foundation. We want to make sure that there's no moisture. So through experience, through the machinery that we bring in, we're able to detect if there has been or is a water leak in the basement, and that's usually what concerns most people. They want to be aware of any issues that might be there. Now, does it mean if there's a crack in the foundation, you shouldn't buy the house? I would
Yeah,
say that the way builders have been building homes, and nothing against them, I know they're under a time frame. Uh,
yeah.
a lot of them, unfortunately, start to build before the foundations had time to cure. And what that does is it puts a lot of stress on the foundation. And so you get these slight cracks. A lot of
Hmm.
times, these small people see visually, they think, oh, there's a crack in the foundation. We can't buy this house, and you
Yeah,
basically have eliminated 80% of the newer homes, or
yeah.
newer. When I say newer, within the last 30 years, there's nothing wrong. It probably will never leak. And again, it comes down to maintaining the home properly, and that's part of what we do as home inspectors. Is we recommend some of the things to do to make sure that everything is fine.
You
If
really
I can,
touched something that I was going to ask you about new homes because people
right,
think this is a perfect home. Builder has just made it. There will not be any defect. But I know there are
right,
instances when people have found holes somewhere where they shouldn't be in the house. And then
uh,
they run after the
absolutely.
builder. Okay, it's warranted, but everything is not warranted for 7 years. Certain minor things, they only are guaranteed for 1 year, certain 3 years, certain 5 years, certain 7 years. And 7 years are mostly
Right.
structural defects, right? So would you like to shed some
Right.
light on that?
Would I ever, Paul? um, I recently did one this past summer where it stands out in my memory just because it's a 1 year old and it had the most deficiencies that I've ever found on any home inspection. And you have to understand I've been doing this for almost 12 years on a full
Yeah.
time basis. A brand new home within a year. Terion had to get involved because the builder wouldn't fix some of the issues that are there, and
Hmm.
they were such disappointing, if I could use a nice word,
Yeah.
deficiencies in the sense it's just the trades really didn't care in this particular home. I'm not saying all trades today,
Yeah.
but I felt so bad for this family. It was a young family. They managed to get the money together to buy this home, and
Hmm.
the doctor said to me, it's we put all this money in thinking we're buying a new home, everything should be perfect,
Yeah.
and it was no perfect. And the the whole thing with new homes, because the builder will tell you when you're going to buy the home, well, don't worry if
Hmm.
there's anything wrong. Every home is going to have something. We'll send the trade in. And a lot of times you have to remember that if if let's say I buy a home and I say, listen, I want these fixed. You hire
Hmm.
one handyman, for example, he can fix three or four things. With a new home, it means you have to take half a day off and wait for the drywall guy to come in. Another
Yeah.
half a day for the electrician. It is, in my opinion, unless you go with a really, really well-known builder, you're in for some headaches for sure, for sure. Um,
That's true.
so
I have a little video clip that you sent me here.
right, right,
So this
yeah,
video clip, what it shows is some bubbles coming out. It seems to be a
right,
rusted joint somewhere, and you said this is a
right.
gas
So
leakage.
this is a gas leak. Now, you could imagine somebody's lived in the house for many years already. They had that gas leak occurring. Now, fortunately, this is a very small leak. It's not to literally bring a flame right beside it in order for it to cause any issues.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's little things like this that, I mean, at the end of, 5 years, 6 years, it's gas that's coming out, and it's always
Mm-hmm.
dangerous whenever you have natural gas, but it's also money that's being wasted.
It's
Um,
money being
so
wasted.
it's
That's fine. That's a
absolutely,
really
yeah,
grievous thing someone should be really concerned about. And then I see you send us electrical, no, sorry, plumbing issues videos. So I am
right.
seeing
This
some plumbing issues, and it's showing some drips coming, I think, from the sink in the kitchen, perhaps.
actually, it's a perfect time of the year to be showing this video. This is actually a humidifier.
Oh,
Um,
humidifier.
and
Okay.
yes, so this here is actually a humidifier that's leaking. So you can see my finger going along. Now,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times, what people will do is they won't have their furnace service. So they just turn the thermostat to heat, and they say, okay, great, we got the furnace on. We're going to be nice and warm, and that's fantastic. They don't bother to go down to the furnace room because now, as soon as you turn your furnace on to heat, the humidifier will start operating. Now,
Mm-hmm.
imagine if this client we went, turned the furnace on, this would have been leaking the whole winter, right?
Okay.
And then you
Yeah.
turn into the basement, and all at once there's a water leak, and you're wondering where it's come from. You start to see mold, and you wonder where did the mold come from. And again, it comes down to very, very small little things, regular maintenance habits that people should get into in order to
Yeah.
make sure that that doesn't happen,
Well, I tell
right?
my clients, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the major things in the house are it shouldn't smell stinky. So that means
Hmm.
there could be chances of mold somewhere in the house, and you should focus more on mechanical system like furnace, air conditioner, the ductwork, right? All those, does
Hmm.
the furnace actually conform to the standards? Is it really capable of throwing airs in all ducts equally? So, so what do you have any good take on furnace that you would like to tell people when it comes to looking
Yeah.
at the furnace?
Well, as you may already know, Paul, I used to have a heating and air conditioning company, so it hits my heart because I'm seeing the improvements that I mean, we're fortunate in Canada because we have the better engineers building some of the equipment that we.
I lost your audio. I think Pat is frozen. Looks like there is a bad connection, Pat. Hello, mic check. One, two, three. So looks like Pasquale's line went kind of dead. So he will be back very soon. We hope that he comes back in. In the meanwhile, we'll just play a little ad. Are you looking for a reliable legal office that can handle your closing in the most effective manner? If yes, please get in touch with Rakesh Joshi at 416 213 8600. Joshi Law Office provides all the legal advices about real estate law, business law, immigration laws, notarization and affidavits, wills and trust. Give them a call today, 416 213 8600. Are you looking for reliable immigration services? If yes, contact Suki Paul at 647-296-4575 or office phone number 905
Looks
790
like we lost you.
8277. They are located at 219
The call got
at
disconnected. Click the link
7986
again.
Torban Road. It's right at the intersection of Torban Road and Steeles Avenue West.
Oh, you send want me to send
Contact
that?
them for
It's the
all
same link.
kind of visa services. Finding an honest and diligent
Okay. No, no
insurance and
worries.
investment advisor is a rarity these days. If you're looking for great
For
advice
sending the
and
link
guidance
again,
to open
you
your
will have to
mind
pay me
to a
$10 or a cup of
cost-effective
coffee.
financial center, they are located in Torban with top-flight
Coffee
travel
be
bus
good.
service. The phone number to call is 647-448-6229.
How do you like the
Call today.
interface?
Is your business suffering from performance? If yes, it is the right time to call Ravinder Duggi at
I send it to
416
WhatsApp, but it
87
has no connection with the WhatsApp.
7986
You can
to
always sign
find
up.
out the weak points and the points where the performance issues are paramount and help you fix those issues. Give her a call today. Do not be late. Are you looking to buy or sell your home or any commercial real estate? If yes, call me today at 647 333 2273 or 647 328 3279. I provide services in real estate and mortgages. I am mortgage broker with a call mortgages
You
anywhere.
should be
When
able
we say
to sign
yes,
in.
we stand behind our promise. Reach out to me today. Do you
Sometimes
want to shop
it
right
shouldn't
without
happen,
burning
but
your
let
pockets? If
me
yes, please visit Monisha
resend you the
Discount
link
Warehouse at 377 Burnhamthorpe Road, East
because this
Mississauga,
link never
Ontario.
expires. You can
They
always
are
use the
the
same link again
best.
and
They
again.
have all kind of Indian, Pakistani, and other local stuff that you can buy at
I see you
literally
logged in,
throwaway prices. Contact
but
them at
you're logged in, but
905
camera is not connected.
261
So log off and log in.
8773.
Try doing
Monisha
again.
Discount Warehouse. DP Chan is a well-known name in the fields of accounting. You can contact him today at his cell
The
number
same link.
416 305
I will be
0080
disconnecting my line
or
right now,
his office number 905 790
right?
9327.
You will be
Once
able
you
to do
start
it.
working
Just
with
need
him,
some patience.
you will never want to leave him. He is 5-star professional. Call
Yeah,
him today. DP
a lot
Jan
of it.
Professional Corporation. PC24 RETV is heard over so many different channels. If you want to
Ending
promote
the
your
call.
business for free, call me at 647 333 2273. You can also send your artwork to contact at paulcheema.com. We are here to be partners in your business success. 647 333 2273.
So thank you very much for staying with us. My name is Paul Cheema and I'm your host for PC24 RETV. We were speaking with our guest Pasquale D'Orrico. He's a certified master home inspector. If you need any help with your home inspections, do not hesitate to give him a call at 647 735 6523. 647 735 6523. His website is mentioned on his name. It is abhi.ca, www.abhi.ca, above and beyond home inspections. So please feel free to give me a call if you need to know anything about home inspections. He is the person I strongly recommend to give a call. So for some reason he is unable to sign in and we are trying to get him back again, and hopefully he will be back soon, or we'll ask him to give us a call at 647 956 1020. Let me send him a quick message.
So if he comes in, and we'll take his live call in the studio. So, well, this is always there, uncertainty about the next moment will always be there. So that's why we cannot say, here he comes. Hello?
I saw my picture.
No idea. I don't have any clue, my brother. So let me run you through the system. I hope we can hear you. Can you say something?
I think so, but I can't see. My
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect you. Try again. Yes, sir. Well, it was such a useful conversation, and we're having so much, knowledge from Pasquale Pasquale D'Orrico. Pat, I call him short. So the housing market is a kind of very slippery for us all. The weather is warmer, but the housing market is colder. And they say in November, this is the warmest weather going on these days, which is cool. So I was talking about Tiff Macklем's statement where he says rate hikes will end soon, but we are not there yet. So which means that those people who are thinking the rates are over, I must want to tell you this, the rates are not over. We are still going to see increases and increases and increases in the rates. So please have patience while things become easier. So in the meanwhile, stay tuned for more details from us. The Bank of Canada is nearing the end of its rate hike cycle, but it's not quite there yet. That was the message from the central bank governor, Tiff Macklem, in his opening remarks to the Senate Committee on Banking, Commerce and the Economy this week. This tightening phase will draw to a close, he said. We are we are getting there, but we are not there yet. So I see Pat is connected back again. Let me bring him back to the studio. I see you are successful in doing it again. Good, good job. You are
You
becoming
know what?
technologically advanced.
You know what, Paul? As with what we do for a living, we always figure out a way, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We
So
yeah.
yeah, I was just finishing my statement here. So Governor
Hmm.
Tiff Macklem noted that there is still work left to do to bring inflation back to its target of 2%. The Bank of Canada's job is to ensure inflation is low, stable, and predictable, which we don't have at this point. He told the committee, we are still far from that goal. We view the risks around our forecast for inflation to be reasonably balanced, but with inflation so far above our target, we are partially concerned about the upside risk. So, according to Bank of Canada's latest forecast unveiled in its October monetary policy report, the bank expects headline inflation to average 6.9% in 2022, 4.1% in 2023, and 2.2% in 2024. Well, that means the housing will still keep suffering. You will still have an uphill task qualifying for mortgage, but this is how the life will stay. The biggest hurdle for the home buyers to qualify for mortgage is the stress test. And OSFI has indicated there is no intention for them to change or alter or lower or do whatever with the stress test. So it still stays on our chest. We have to handle that load. So let's go back to our amazing and handsome certified master home inspector, Pasquale D'Orrico. Sometimes I just doubt myself, am I pronouncing his name right? He's Italian, right? And you know how Italians are. They can be very harsh if you pronounce their name wrong. So I should ask for
Oh,
forgiveness from Pat.
not at all, Paul. Not at all. You always say it proper. You say it better than a lot of Italians do. So there you go.
Okay. When I see you, you remind me of that Godfather character in the movie, Godfather. That scared the shit out of me,
Uh,
man.
it scares the shit out. Yeah. Well, well, we gotta have fun, right? We have.
We're
I
talking
just
about
wanted
furnace. And you were telling
you
that
got
you
it.
had HVAC company.
Yes. So what I was getting at was that I mean, in my opinion, everybody should have certain things serviced. You should almost have a schedule of what needs to be done to your home. One of the most important things are the furnace. I was mentioning furnace because what I found from when I was in the business till now, the furnaces have actually become much more efficient,
Hmm.
much quieter. The only thing is, they have a tendency to have condensation leaks. And
Yeah.
as a homeowner, your furnace is going to work properly. You're not going to feel a difference in the heating. You're not going to feel a difference in the electrical cost. But what happens is it destroys the cabinetry of the furnace. So I've seen
Hmm.
some furnaces that are 2 years old that already have run it. And the impression a buyer has is, oh my God, my furnace has to be replaced already. Um,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be necessarily replaced as much as it needs to be maintained. And the reason is for the small leaks, because those small leaks will cause, in 4 or 5 years, could destroy that furnace. And meanwhile, the heat exchanger is good still. The motor is very good. The motherboard is very good. Everything on the furnace is very good. But now you've allowed a hole in the cabinetry, which doesn't allow any carbon monoxide throughout the house. So
Yeah.
something very simple as water condensation will cause a problem. So my advice is definitely make sure you clean the filter. And this time of the year, it's very, very important. And
Hmm.
that will help with the airflow. As we help with, it's almost like when your nose is plugged, you're not breathing as well as you can, so you're not walking as efficiently.
Yeah.
It's taking more. It's it's a very, very basic thing, but in Canada, when it's minus 30 and your furnace is working, it's almost like we're running a marathon. You want to make sure everything is top notch. So very important this time of the year to have the furnace. Um, the other issue that I'm finding now as I'm doing home inspections this time of the year are the leaves falling.
Pat, I'm going to
They
stop you
fall into the
here for a second. Do you
yeah.
recommend people to have the maintenance, contract with some providers like Enercare does it? I'm not sure if Reliance does it, but Enercare, those guys come once to just look at your furnace and clean it up, clean those sensors so it's working efficiently before, like once in summer, once in winter. Looks like we lost him again. So seems like we lost him again. So probably he is in some area where he's having some issues connecting. Well, we will try to get him back on our show. So this is how we overcome the technological issues. So not a big deal. So we still continue with what we were saying before, that the housing market is going to see like still some downfall. How much we don't know. The Bank of Canada doesn't know where the RBC doesn't know where the bottom prices are right now. But current rate hike signs are showing that they're working, while the economy is still overheated. The interest rates that are increasing to date are starting to have a moderating impact on growth. That's what they wanted. Stop the growth. But the effect of higher rates will take time to spread through the economy. There are no easy outs to restoring price stability. And that's so true. I totally agree with the statement. It is not going to be that easy. Many people blame the Bank of Canada for overlooking or an oversight when the things were going uphill. Why didn't they act at that point? But dynamics are very different when you're looking from their perspective. So if you are able to put yourself in their shoes, you will understand things are not that easy. Inflation went up so high so soon that it caught everyone unaware. A few days back, Russia pulled out of an agreement to allow export of wheat grains through its Black Sea. But then what happened? It raised a outcry throughout the world. Oh, the prices are going to be through the roof. This will kill some developing nations who are solely dependent on the grains for producing a couple of things. And many of you know that we also produce liquor from wheat grains. So anyways, I see we have Mr. Pasquale D'Orrico back upstage, or are still here with us? Here, let's try him again.
Yeah,
I don't
Paul,
know
you
which
joined
part of the
again.
globe you are in where you are losing internet connection. Are you on
That
moon?
I I'm all over the place, Paul. That's the problem. I never sit right, but
Okay.
yeah. So
But we are having some excitement. The excitement is, oh, we don't know when we lose him. That makes us look, more excited. That's okay. So what I was asking you, do you recommend people to have some kind of contract, the annual maintenance contract, with the providers like Reliance or Enercare? I'm not supporting them. They don't pay me anything for taking their name, but I'm just trying to give an example of service providers. They can go with anyone they want. So, do you recommend that people should actually sign up for that kind of thing, or it's redundant?
you know what, Paul? I'm on the same boat as yourself. Nobody pays me anything for promoting them, but I think you're the same as I am to rent to against what we would recommend for ourselves. And for me, I would definitely recommend the insurance plans on this air conditioning equipment because especially
Yeah, I guess his internet connection is choppy, or he's in some out of coverage area. So we probably will try to bring Pat back again sometime. So stay tuned with us. Hopefully he will come back. In the meanwhile, we'll continue talking about our topic that we're talking about, Bank of Canada's governor's statement, which he gave while addressing the Senate Committee on Banking, Commerce, and Economy this week. So what he says that the rate hikes are starting to show their moderate effect. The growth has come down. That's what they wanted. So the most evidence is available in the effect on the housing and spending on big ticket items. But the effect of high rates will take time to spread through the economy. There are no easy outs to restoring the price stability. We need the economy to slow down to rebalance demand and supply and relieve price pressures. This is where things are going. The bank expects a slowdown in economic growth in the coming quarters with GDP, gross domestic product, averaging 3.3% for all of 2022, just 0.9% in 2023, and picking up to 2% by 2024. We expect growth and we expect growth will stall in the next few quarters. In other words, growth will be close to zero. This is where things may be headed to, and the bank is walking a fine line. Governor Tiff Macklem also touched to the difficult situation the bank find itself in trying to balance the risk of both under and over tightening. If we don't do enough, Canadians will continue to endure the hardships of high inflation, and they will come to expect persistently high inflation, which will require much higher interest rates and potentially a severe recession to control inflation. Nobody wants that, he said. If we do much, if we do too much, we could slow the economy more than needed. And we know that has harmful consequences for people's ability to service their debts, for their jobs, and for their businesses. He also acknowledged the current burden facing Canadian households, particularly those with significant debt loads, but he reiterated that higher interest rates are necessary in the short term to return to price stability and sustain economic growth. We don't want this transition to be more difficult than it has to be. This is what he said while addressing the Senate Committee on Banking, Commerce and the Economy this week. The housing market report has come. I just saw it on the system, and this is what it says. And I will take a little break before I talk about the housing market watch. So stay tuned to our program. We'll be back in a few seconds. Are you looking for a reliable legal office that can handle your closing in the most effective manner? If yes, please get in touch with Rakesh Joshi at 416-213-8600. Joshi Law Office provides all the legal advices about real estate law, business law, immigration laws, notarization and affidavits, wills and trust. Give them a call today, 416-213-8600. Are you looking for reliable immigration services? If yes, contact Sukhi Paul at 647-296-4575 or office phone number 905-790-8877. They are located at 219-220 at 7956 Torban Road. It's right at the intersection of Torban Road and Steeles Avenue West. Contact them for all kind of visa services. Finding an honest and diligent insurance and investment advisor is a rarity these days. If you are looking for great advice, contact Mr. Bhupendra Mane, who is the regional director of Cosmos Financial Center. They are located at Union number 830 Top Flight Drive, Mississauga. The phone number to call is 647-448-6229. Give them a call today. Is your business suffering from performance? If yes, it is the right time to call Ravinder Duggi at 416-807-7986. She will find out the weak points and the points where the performance issues are paramount and help you fix those issues. Give her a call today. Do not be late. Are you looking to buy or sell your home or any commercial real estate? If yes, call me today at 647-333-2273 or 647-328-3279. I provide services in real estate and mortgages. I am mortgage broker with Akal Mortgages Inc., where when we say yes, we stand behind our promise. Reach out to me today. Do you want to shop right without burning your pockets? If yes, Please visit Monisha Discount Warehouse at 377 Burnhamthorpe Road, East Mississauga, Ontario. They are the best. They have all kind of Indian, Pakistani and other local stuff that you can buy at literally throwaway prices. Contact them at 905-361-0773. Monisha Discount Warehouse. D.P. Jain is a well-known name in the fields of accounting. You can contact him today at his cell number 416-305-0080 or his office number 905-790-9327. Once you start working with him, you will never want to leave him. He is 5-star professional. Call him today. D.P. Jain Professional Corporation. PC24 RETV is heard over so many different channels. If you want to promote your business for free, call me at 647-333-2273. You can also send your artwork to contact@paulcheema.com. We are here to be partners in your business success. 647-333-2273. ਇਸ 24 RTV ਦੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ-ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਪੈਟ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਫੇਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਿਨ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਜੁੜਨਗੇ ਤੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗੱਲ ਰੁਕੀ ਆ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਗੇ। ਬਾਕੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਕਿ ਹਾਊਸਿੰਗ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਗਈ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਦੀ ਡਿਟੇਲ ਜਲਦੀ ਹੀ ਥੱਲੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਟਿੱਕਰ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਉੱਤੇ ਅਪਡੇਟ ਕਰ ਦਿਆਂਗੇ। But as of we are looking at today, this is where things stand. If you look at the sales they have gone down by 49.1%. This is a big change. The total sales in October have gone down by 49.1%. That is a had a lot of drop in number of sales. Not only that, then we are going to look at from seasonally adjusted. If I could bring it from September to October, the number of sales have actually gone up by 0.2%. So you can check that out. Number of sales have actually gone up. For October, they were 5160 sales in September, but now we have 5169. So ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਦਾ ਇਨਕਰੀਜ਼ ਵੀ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਵਰੇਜ ਸੈਲਿੰਗ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸ ਹੈਗਾ that has got a setback. Average selling price in GTA that has come down lower by 5.7% from the last year 2021 to now. We are looking at lesser average price. October 21 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ average price ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ $1,155,624. Now 1 year later, it is $1,089,428. That is the change we are seeing. And on a month-over-month basis, it is negligible. In September 22, the price was $1,098,492. Now it is $1,098,502. And total new listings, they have come down by 11.6%. So the total new listings down by 11.6%. That's what we are looking at right now. So sales to new listing ratio. So sales to new listing ratio means how many houses came on market in the month of October and how many houses sold in the month of October. That's how sales to new listing ratio is defined. So it is also mentioned as SNLR, just to make it a simple ratio, which is SNLR down by, my goodness, 35%. So if you look at it, sales to new listing ratio, SNLR, down by 35% from October 21 to October 22. And number of property days on market has gone up to 83.3%. And listing days on market have gone up by 61.5%. So there are two different parameters these days. Property days means property was listed, then it was taken down, then it was listed, then it was taken down, then it was listed, then taken down, and then finally it's sold at some point. So this is where it differentiates from listing the days on market. Listing days on market is the final listing and how many days it took to sell. So that is listing days on market, which has gone up from 13th to 21. So these are the numbers that we're looking at right now, and we'll talk more about it in tomorrow's broadcast. There will be many people talking about this on social media. You can reach those clippings, you can watch them, but I will talk in detail about this data tomorrow during our regular broadcast time, which is 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Thursdays will only be 8 to 9 a.m. So, well, I would like to take a leave now. It is 8:58 now, but before I go, I would like to send my heartfelt condolences to all those families who have lost a beloved one. I know the gap is huge. It seems it can never be filled, but time heals the greatest of wounds. So we pray to God to give peace to the departed soul, and may He provide you strength to get over this vacuum, void, biggest grief in your life. So hold on to yourself, stay there. You have your own responsibilities to take care of. You are looking after your kids or anyone who is left. So may God bless you with strength and peace. So if you are watching this program over YouTube, I request that you kindly subscribe to our channel, PC24 RETV. We promise to give you the best content ever. We promise to bring the top of line professionals to educate you about many facets of financial system, be it insurance, be it home inspections, be it investment, be it anything that is money. So stay with us, and we need your support. We are running a draw, and draw has 5 gift cards. The first gift card is $50, and then there are 4 other gift cards, each of $25. And those 4 gift cards are sponsored by Beyond Care Insurance Solution. So please sign up for our YouTube channel, subscribe to it, please, and we shall run a draw. And then we are going to share it on social media. My biggest challenge right now is to find how to get the names of the subscribers. We'll soon go there, and we'll soon get there and do something better. So hopefully someone will win the gift cards. Anyways, take good care of yourself. We'll see you tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. It's amazing Thursday today. May God bless you.